Hey guys, it's your buddy Rome. If you're like me, the question is not why, it's how. So, with that in mind, I received recently from StartRC this little light that mounts directly onto the Air 3S. As you guys can see here, it just mounts just like so. So the first thing I thought about was, yeah, that's really cool that I have this light that I'll probably almost never use. What else can I use this bracket for? Now, the bracket just mounts underneath the drone, as you guys see here. And of course, you can get this similar type of bracket for a number of different drone models. So the first thing that started popping in my head was if I wanted to add an additional camera, something like a GoPro, one of the newer, smaller GoPros, any action camera, if I wanted to mount that directly onto the drone, I would be able to. Now, I have this GoPro, as you guys can see here, inside of the media, little housing here, but of course you don't have to have that. You could just take that completely out and just have the GoPro Solo, which is going to be a lot lighter weighted for your needs. So let me show you what I mean here. I can just take this off, take the GoPro out. Of course you want to put your door back on, but with this configuration, the GoPro is going to be much lighter and a lot easier to mount. So if you wanted to mount your GoPro onto your drone, maybe for whatever reasons it would be, perhaps you want to record the back of the drone, the forward of the drone, you can angle this where you don't see the propellers, or, it just really depends on what it is you're trying to capture. So that's the first thing that popped in my mind today. And here are some optional mounts as well. So here is a standard GoPro mount to a 1/4-20. So if you do have an action camera that doesn't have the little GoPro feet, then you could find a little accessory like this, and that will also mount right here. And, there are a number of different ways you can go about doing that. If you want something more quick release, you can add a quick release to these. This is what the actual little piece looks like that connects to the harness on the drone. So you have a 1/4-20 on both sides of those, which is really nice. So I thought I'd do this video today showing you guys some options for mounting things other than lights. But again, you could just use the lights if that's something that would appeal to you for your projects that you're working on. But yeah, I had this just sitting around, so I thought I would just go ahead and throw a video together for you guys, giving you some ideas of different things you can do. Think a little bit outside of the box when it comes to applications for your drone projects. As you guys can see, it does not take up any space on the drone that's going to interfere with the propellers. So this is a very, very efficient application. All right, guys, so hopefully this video has been helpful to some of you guys out there that are like me and are constantly thinking of what if. All right, guys, it's been Rome with Rome Knows Tech, and I will catch you all in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace. I'm out.